Hi, this is Jeremiah Reeve, the director of The Learned Ladies that's coming up at the Branson Regional Arts Council. And I want to answer a question today, which is, who is this Molière guy anyway? Personally, I like to refer to him as the French Shakespeare, because we all know who Shakespeare is. We've all been exposed to Shakespeare, even if it was just that we had to read Shakespeare in high school. And if we were French, we would have that exact same relationship with Molière. Molière is so intrinsic to the people of France that they refer to French as the language of Molière. Molière was born in 1622, which is only 2 years after the Pilgrims landed on Plymouth Rock. It's another 100 years before the American Revolution and then the French Revolution. We all know who Marie Antoinette is, but this is still like he's living in this golden era of the French kings and queens. And he ends up writing The Learned Ladies only a year before his death in 1673. And you may be saying, well, that's great, Jeremiah, but I'm not a history nerd like you. What's in this show that I'm going to enjoy? And here's the thing. A lot of us feel like with Shakespeare, there's a disconnect. We don't still speak that same kind of English, even though it's technically the same language. And French is a completely different language. But in our particular version, this show has been translated into English and then also adapted for a 21st century audience. By a lady named Freda Thomas. And so she goes into this work saying, what is the experience that the audience in 1672 had when they saw The Learned Ladies, and how can we communicate that today? How can our audience today have that exact same experience? How can the jokes hit the same way? How can the story feel relevant? And that's really what we do in this show. So it's an opportunity, whether you know anything about French history or not, to really enjoy a show, but also to experience a little bit of history along the way.